Alright, starting up the stream. Can everyone hear me? The first few seconds may get chopped off, or get echoed, we'll have to see. Starting up the stream. Alright, it's getting echoed, so I know that's good. Welcome to the stream, CrystalSnow and Lipatio, and anyone else watching. I'll be starting momentarily. I think everything's working, so let's begin. Greetings everyone, my name is AdhocLavaman, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. This is the 18th ever live stream I'm doing in this game, and during this live stream, I'll be covering primarily viewer submitted levels. If you want one of your levels to be covered during a live stream, please leave its ID in the live chat. That way I'll eventually get to be able to cover it, hopefully. I'll be starting off with this level. FPN-019 Exercise Woman by Jedok74 with 11 plays and a score of 3. This ID was actually submitted during the morning stream, but I was not able to get to it, so I'll be covering it first. And if you want to see where your level is on the queue, check out the link I posted in the chat right now, the link to the level queue. Here we go. We have 3 options of characters. For a change, I'll go through it as Mega Man. Usually I go through the stage as base and circumvent most of the challenges. I'm not sure if they'll add DLC, but I'm hoping they do. Perhaps other characters like CopyMan, or Base, or even Roll. Or even optional challenges. But they probably won't, unless a short while passes. And welcome to the stream, Uno. This stream is surprisingly quiet, in terms of chat that is. I'm wondering if YouTube has something to do with it. Like the message didn't go out. Like if the message didn't go out. Welcome to the stream, Lipatio. I was a bit worried when no one was chatting for the first minute. I thought YouTube broke again and didn't notify everyone. Right now I'm playing Jedok74's level. After that I'll be playing Googleman's level, and then your level. I won't go back down over there because I want to maintain the key. That may prove to be handy. Yeah, for some reason, I'm thinking YouTube is breaking or something. I mean, CrystalSnow was here earlier, but they vanished. I'm getting the feeling something's broken on YouTube's end. Not so much the stream itself, but more so the messaging. I think it's Swordman's team. I can't recall exactly though. I'm essentially going to an exercise gym in this stage. These are treadmills. For this section, just mash the slide button. Probably want some more leniency in between though. Sure, Lipatio. I do have some backup levels in case no one else submits levels, but sure. I'll cover 2 or 3 levels on stream if need be. That's what I was hoping for earlier. And feel free to submit levels by other authors. I'm happy to cover them. We'll let it down, Lipatio. Spring Man. This is one of Genox 74's easier stages. Easier and much shorter, too. I just need to find what his weakness is, though. Considering it's Spring Man, it's not the easiest. I always get a full restore at the start, so... at least I won't be caught red-handed. At least I won't be completely weak. I knew it'd be this one. It deflects his projectiles. And ends Exercise Woman. Second up is Man Reimaginated by AdhocLavaman, with 1 out of 10 plays and a score of 37. So essentially Redux to Grenade Man's level. We have all the weapons currently in Mega Man 8 that are in this engine, plus some replacements. For example, the Water For example, the water wave replaces the ice wave. Apparently this level is on the most popular queue right now. Let's just see how good it is. To replace original bombs, you can easily circumvent this challenge though. Now getting introduced to these enemies. Welcome to the stream, official meme guy. I was worried the messaging failed on YouTube's side because they're missing quite a lot of people on this stream. What I think of Roadmasters right now? Well, I haven't played them yet, but so far I think they're fine. Checkpoint NC here is a lot more generous. Originally these sections had the walking bombs. And welcome to the stream, Dylan Plays. Okay, that's extremely generous. Green Man isn't that difficult, he doesn't need all those E&M tanks. Honestly, this stage fell shorter than the original. That one felt twice as long. All of them seem fine. Big Man seems to be the odd one out though. For this stage it was an okay reimagining, I'd say. Third up is Dangerous Lab Normal by Lipatio, with 41 plays and a score of 12. Glacier, Transmit, Fist, Oak, Atmosphere, Armor, they're pretty straightforward. Snare is less straightforward. Big Man is the one who is a bit of the odd one out. Yep, your level's next, Lipatio. One of the benefits of not many people joining the stream. Nice use of the new water. I'll call it sparkling water. I like how all these beakers are leaking, and each of them has different fluids coming out of them. Nice touch. Stage is lagging a bit due to all the water. Now, if only each one of these fluids had different properties. Oh well, perhaps in a fan game. I'm hiding your message, official, as Magmal Tree has not been finished being judged yet. So make sure not to announce what levels you completed. Just say that you're Magmal Tree level, but don't announce the name. Unless that's not actually the name of your level, then of which you're okay. Sorry if I removed your message, but I'm just playing it safe in case there are any judges watching. You can always just say your Magma Tree level and explain what you're gonna do next. Just don't name the name of your stage. And if you want to be extra cautious, don't mention the name of your boss. Spikes. Bump my head against that. Oh, at least there's a checkpoint right before this section. I don't lose much progress. I see. I wasn't careful last time, that's why I died. Not close enough. You can submit someone else's level, official meme guy, a level you like. I mean, there have not been any levels on the queue so far, so feel free to do so. I just wish this stage had a different musical track. This is a bit too boring and methodical. It makes me feel kind of lethargic. As in, it doesn't inspire energy in the level, it inspires tiredness. I know this is a slower paced level, but still. Yeah, for puzzle levels, but this isn't a puzzle level. This is more of a slower paced platforming level. A better team for this stage would be Burstman's team. I mean, this is also a medicine lab. Welcome to the stream, Jedhawk. The first level I played was your stage, Exercise Woman. Oh wow, 1 HP. Cutting it really close there. It was an okay to decent level. A lot shorter than what I expected it to be. I know it's supposed to be more like an exercise gym, but due to the graphics, it didn't really feel like it outside that one room with the long conveyor belt and all the crushers and presses. Nice amount of tolerance in this room. Welcome to the stream, Galaxy Man. Feel free to submit your levels. There aren't that many levels submitted on stream right now, so you have plenty of room. Oh, that's different. Ow. that's not what I expected ordering. The Yoga blocks don't spawn if they're off screen. One of the fixes I'd like to add, or toggle. I'll do it this way now. That's what I was waiting for. Or not, because it didn't spawn in. There we go. Much better. Another edition of Poor Tama. We had the green ones, then we had the yellow ones, now we have the red ones. Now I know I'm getting close to the end. At least halfway there. Tolerance here is tighter too. Should have waited, or gone faster. Still, it's one of Lipatio's easier stages, all things considered. Yeah, I have to wait. Stand on the left side of the screen, basically. Nope. I was honestly hoping there'd be Yoka blocks there, but guess not. Do I have charge kick or something? Oh, okay. See the problem here? This looks really like a solid foreground tile, not a background tile the way it's colored. That's why I never try sliding under here. Now it's obvious, but there, it's not really, it doesn't really look obvious. That's why I thought it was impossible at first. I know, I was just getting confused by the fact that, see, I thought this was actually solid, not part of the background. That's why I wasn't taking my time. Now it's a lot easier with that fact known. Seems like this stage is also a bit on the laggier side. Probably due to all the water. I thought I had enough time there, but I tapped that one, so on me. I get full restores everywhere at every checkpoint, so it's pretty easy. Welcome to the stream, Gamery. Glad to see you're here. Those spikes were kind of camouflaged there with the dark water. Should have known the spikes would be up ahead, but I didn't realize it was that up ahead. Easy. One of the easiest sections of the stage. Final boss time. Using his weakness is pretty easy, but if you use the Mega Buster, it's a lot tougher. Overall, a decent level, I'd say. It's a normal difficulty stage. There are some tricky parts, and I'd rearrange some of the level sections, but otherwise, I like the aesthetics, especially the introductory part where each of the beakers that were leaking, each of the beakers and vials had a different fluid leaking out. So this stage, in regards to Spring Man, an alternate version normal by Falbu4, with 18 plays and a score of 5. The Spring Man Amusement Park, alternative version normal. Oh wait, it's your level, Lipatio? I thought it was a different level. I thought Falbu was a different level designer. Oops, alright. I'll cover this one, then I'll move on to someone else. Sorry. Think of it as a double feature. I like this musical track a lot better than the previous one though. Feels a lot more lively. Nice use of aesthetics here to create a carnival aesthetic. And a lot faster pace compared with the slower pace feel the last level had. Remember, if you have a level idea you want me to cover, leave it in the chat below. It doesn't have to be your level. So please only submit up to 1 or 2 level ideas at a time, don't flood the queue. I see. Thanks for the clarification. That was the first Carnival Funhouse. Too bad we don't have a Hall of Mirrors, or rather one of those amusement park attractions like a Ferris wheel. Never mind, we do have sort of a Ferris wheel, just with less platforming. Platforms moving by themselves. It's more stationary here, but I guess this works. So far, much easier than the previous one, but much smoother. And I kind of like this more because it has a lot more action. And the stage isn't lag. Nice, we have the outside water attraction. Essentially, this is a ride. Alright. The big fish wants to go on the ride as well. And now it disembarked. Every time I jump or fall, there's a chance I'll get dislodged from the crash lift. The cave section of this ride. Alright, second big fish that wants to go on the ride. And number 3. That's how we one-shot them. Probably should have kept them alive. I still find it funny of how of all weapons in this game, the quick boomerang is one of the ones that can actually destroy them, compared to crash lift time. Welcome to the stream, Leonardo Antonio. The second ride, this time out in the open. This really nails the feeling of an amusement park. Lipatio got that part right, for sure. This is my favorite level of the stream so far. Oops. I didn't realize there was a second set. Yep, that's been added to the big fish enemies. Makes a lot more sense. I just found it funny of all weapons, the quick boomerang is actually strong enough to pierce right through them and just one-shot them. You would think it would take multiple shots to do it. A roller coaster, a slower moving one. Once again, I wish there was a feature to tweak the speed of these crash lifts. I know that's possible to do in the Megmix engine. Yeah, slower moving roller coaster. Oh no. And now off this ride. Getting a bit hazardous, but not too hazardous. Now to the graveyard attraction. Or the haunted attraction. Too bad we don't have werewolves, or rather warwolves yet in the engine. They'd fit nicely here. We do have the mummies. Quick boomerang, not crash boomerang, my bad. I fused the two weapons together. It'd be fun to have an explosive boomerang weapon in Mega Man. Killer Clown. Figures it'd be here. Okay. That could have been my death there. More evil clowns. Let's use this as a makeshift ride. A bunch of skulls too. I wonder if there's any secrets there, underneath there. No, that's an alternate way to get through by damage boosting. It seems like a clown combined with a skull, or transforming into a skull. Either way it works well. Now to the fun bounce house. I really like how this state encapsulates many different attractions that many amusement parks have. We have the 2 roller coasters, a Ferris wheel, a bounce house, the haunted house, and then the Hall of Mirrors, or a confectionery stand. It definitely nails the aesthetic. That's not the way you're supposed to do it, but it's a lot faster. Yeah, the hitbox there is a bit larger. Yeah, I know, I will eventually need it. The icicles, these are not stalactites, these are ice-based after all. Didn't drop it fast enough. I thought I was closer, but... Seriously, I accidentally slid in the wrong direction. I didn't mean to slide again. If I held down A, I would have survived there. Case in point, that's what I tried to do. And because I kept the key, I now have the Shadow Blade. You mean Clown Man. They fit nicely together. Overall fun stage, better than the previous one. I liked it, Lipatio. Good work, fair level to stream so far. Fifth up is Short Superhero Challenge by Dr. White, with 28 plays and a score of 10. It is a short level after all. I have infinite use of it as well, so I can use up a 3 at a time. Oh, there's actually an on-screen indicator where I'm supposed to use it too. That's handy. And resets are super quick, as this is a faster level. Got shoved off. Give me a moment, I'll add your level, Diego. First section done. Don't recommend this level unless you're skilled with the use of the super arrow. Otherwise you're gonna die a few times here. The challenges here aren't too difficult either though. Especially as you have infinite super arrow energy. If you had limited amounts though, this would be a lot more dangerous. Darn, they placed it right over there. They knew players would do that. Clever. Very short level, but that was the point. It was supposed to be a miniature superhero challenge. You could have had some more variety in terms of challenges, but I guess it works. I'll be right back in a moment. And I'm back. Sixth up is a fun level part 2 by XDiegoBroht with 7 plays and a score -1. Let's just see how fun this level is. The first part honestly wasn't that fun for me when I covered it during a previous Viewers Submit Levels episode. So let's see if this improves. Starting off immediately where we last left off. The issue at that stage was its difficulty balancing was really off, and its Thunderclaw challenges were really frustrating, especially how it combined use of the Yoko blocks. Alright, that's interesting. E. Well, this is a neat set of challenges. But I need to always keep it on screen for it to work. Something bad's gonna happen. Case in point. Alrighty, this is more fun than the original. The challenges here are much more interesting and less frustrating. One more try. Wow, not much time there. You barely get time. Probably should add one more second there, unless you want to try clipping into it. Same with the positioning of the select block. You really don't get much time there. Honestly, this section is better than that first screen. You should start with this screen. Okay, 5. That's the trick. Count to 5 and go there and, surprise. Nah, that's kind of jerkish placement, especially considering the previous room. That's troll design. I removed the elect block as well because it seems like you have to damage boost through it in order to survive. This time, mash right. Would have liked if there was a better warning here. I just wonder where the first checkpoint is. Thunderclaw, that's very worrisome. That's why I was worried, because we need to wait for that to happen. No checkpoint either. That's not good design. Especially when stages are filled with instant death, you should have checkpoints nearby. I had reworked this first screen and removed the elect block. It's already difficult enough. Especially considering that this screen gets a bit repetitive going through it over and over. Gonna wait for that is probably a trick. Or not. Alright, I'll give it one more go, and if I die again, I'm just using the elevator and placing me there. It just feels like wasted time going through these sections over and over and over. It needs one more checkpoint. The same issue with the first stage. Still, this is better than the first stage, as these challenges are more interesting. But some of them kind of feel like troll traps. The elect block swinging section, the Thunderclaw swinging section was still better than the first. There was less randomization and memorization required. Much better than having to wait for Yoko blocks. That's it, I'm just using my own there. I was holding down the jump button, but of course, that's what I have to worry about too, in addition to the level, the engine. I would do it without the use of the level editor, like I did with part 1, but because this is a stream and I want to get to other levels soon, I'll just use this. Alright, I see your level, Crystal. I'm adding it to the queue. If there was one more checkpoint, I'd like it a bit better. Specifically, here would be a nice place. So I'll place Mega Man here. That was my bad for mispositioning my jump. Remember, the more difficult the stage is, the more checkpoints there should be. That way it cuts down the frustration and repetitiveness to the level. I guess I need to wait for that switch to activate and push it upwards. Okay, that's it. This is XDiegoBroht's level. Wait a minute. There are spikes there too. Mind you, there's no checkpoint over here. I just placed my own here, so if you die repeatedly there, well, you're sent all the way back to the start of the level. Should be a checkpoint right over here. So I'll just re-add Mega Man here and just speed through the level. That's not good design currently. Once again, if you fail this section, which isn't that difficult by the way, it's back to the start with you. No Thunderclaw here. Sparkman. Only Mega Buster, but it's fine, it's Sparkman. Yep, that's the level, Crystal. Alright, here's the first checkpoint. There should have been one in between here. This stage suffers from checkpoint starvation, and somewhat trollish design as well. You can block these by using the concrete shot, by the way. Of course, hitbox is bigger than what it looks like. Not so much a bad checkpoint, but the lack of checkpoints. This one's placed in the right spot. Once again, trying to slide off of those can be a bit awkward. See what I mean? Sometimes it doesn't activate. That's why sometimes one of my main complaints with this engine is stiff controls. Yeah, I timed it incorrectly there. Frankly, the stage being called a fun level feels more like an ironic joke at this point. This is turning more into a Kaizo stage. Yeah, but old Mega Man stages weren't that hard in the first place. That's why we have multiple checkpoints. Not quite. If a stage is more difficult, it needs more checkpoints. All of the Mega Man Classic stages had a similar level of difficulty, with some variation. They were never as difficult as this one. That's why they only really needed 2 checkpoints. Positioning this room could use some work as well, like move the gravity doors, not the gravity doors, the Astro doors to the right. This kind of room exists in the original stage, and it's already kind of the same frustration as before. See how much energy you have to get through, and the ordering is really precise too. I'll just say right now, I don't like how the stage is designed. If you're going to play a stage, I'd only recommend it to more skilled Mega Man Maker players. And the other problem in the equation is the engine itself trying to make my life miserable. Again, this would be so much easier to do if this was made in the Megamix engine, or it was made in a ROM hack. Okay. Yeah. Could you please put jar blocks there, especially with that hectic section? I'll skip ahead just to make it a bit more convenient. See, that's the way it's designed right now. It's kind of trollish, its positioning. Frankly, that's how I describe the stage. 30% of the designs are interesting here. The other 66% are more on the trollish or Kaizo side. Yeah, that's something that fit nicely in a troll level. It is funny for the viewers to see, though. Much better than getting stuck on the same part over and over. One of these sections we have to wait for Yoko blocks and memorize the patterns. I really do not like these sections, and this was my least favorite part of the part 1 of the stage. Because if you don't get the number of swings down precisely, there's not enough tolerance. I'll give it 3 more minutes, and if I keep failing, I'm just gonna view the rest of the stage in level editor and move on to a better stage. This is hitting so many not-to-dos lists in a Mega Man stage. Unless you're trying to make a troll level, in that case, well, it succeeds. Troll and Kaizo. No. And also trying to pull out the slide jump and making it there, not really straightforward. Again, you have to memorize the pattern and make sure you actually make the slide jump. That's not a consistent thing in this engine. This is one of the times I wish the hitboxes were larger. Alright, made it. I want the E-Tank just to be safe. And it's only Astroman, so it isn't too bad. So far I spent almost 50 minutes on the stage and I'm not really enjoying it. It doesn't seem to have learned from the... Well, it sort of learned from part 1 and more interesting challenges, but it really suffers from checkpoint starvation, and a few of the challenges feel like troll maneuvers. In effect, this feels like a easier to medium Kaizo stage. Frankly, considering this stage, the boss battles are breeder moves. Instead of feeling like combinations of challenges, they feel like the rest points. Not sure why we needed a teleporter there, but... Well, now I know why. The doors are not two-way. At least you can't get insta-kicked by one Yoko block. Last checkpoint, then the boss battle. Sparkman and Grenade Man in this tank. Well, Grenade Man can't exactly hit me, so I'm okay against him. I'm more worried about Sparkman. Well, this is actually a neat boss setup. And honestly, it's my favorite part of the level. Up there with the first section, actually. Essentially, this tank has two turrets, or two kinds of attacks. One of which are the small and big sparks, and the other one is dropping all that scaffolding. And the explosions, of course. And it's over. A fun level part 2 is over. Don't recommend it unless you like Kaizo levels. I could have done it off screen, but especially considering the distance between the first and second checkpoint, I don't recommend it. So I'll be marking this level under yellow because or orange, as I sort of completed it. 7th up is Launch Octopus Mega Man X1 by CrystalSnow with 32 plays and a score of 5. Yeah, sorry about that. I was checking something. Bricks. His weakness, the rolling shield. Too bad we don't have an NSFR replacement. When I eventually cover your Sigma Palace stages, then I think I'll either find an 8-bit NSF replacement for the Sigma Palace teams, or I'll just add the 16-bit Sigma Palace stage teams right over the gameplay. That way I can more easily control how loud it is. Yep. Hot and crispy. Still less dangerous than the fish enemies. They don't take as many hits to destroy. There should be a boat up ahead somewhere. I wish the background wasn't just pure blue, but sadly that isn't possible in the engine, as having water in the background overrides the background. Whereas in Mega Man X we actually had an ocean background. This boss is so much easier as it can't blow me back. I suggest add a fan fiend to the right, and make it like a boss door or something. That way it's a bit tougher. This takes me up to the boat, which has no enemies. Not even an E-tank there. Seems like an odd mission. What's up here? Nothing. We break through the ground over here, but I don't want to test out that theory here. It probably doesn't lead to anything. Or actually it does. So that's how you get down there. I was worried it's actually a death pit, but suppose not. Random big fish. Now to launch Octopus himself. This was a rather plain redux, and this boss arena has been halved in size. Never mind, it's just the screen scrolling is a bit broken. So much easier than launch Octopus, he can't pull me towards him. And it's over. A rather below par to plain Redux. It could have been done much better with adding new elements. This stage kind of felt mostly empty. It didn't play well to Mega Man Classic strengths. Even compared to the original, which was also pretty open, it actually had more enemies. So that's that stage. So let me cover some levels that are on the most popular queue. It's been a while since I last looked at levels there. The True Arena by CopyMan, with 74 plays and a score of 26. Oh hi there, Shaun Williams. Let me cover one more level in the most popular queue, then I'll take a look at your stage. Also, sorry for the delay in covering your 2 stages in the Riddler series, Shaun. During one of my future Viewer Submit Levels episodes, I will showcase the areas that I overlooked using the level editor. I knew that was going to happen at least once, because of how vast your stage is and how there are multiple routes. First up is Ringman. Heads up, my AC is starting up in the background, so whenever I talk you'll hear some static. So essentially some boss rushes. But the arenas are a bit different. This time the arenas are iced over. And we get those special weapons and a full Yoshiki after defeating them. I don't need that E-Tank anyways. That block is placed up there to make it harder to dodge. Yeah, at least it varies up the boss terrain, and it's on the much more generous side in terms of E-Tanks. We only need really one per cycle, and I like how it makes it clear what boss is next in the cycle, and which ones you already completed with the grayed out teleporters. Time for the last one, and then probably the final boss. Concrete Man, the hardest one for last. At least these are ordered in terms of difficulty. I can't mash out of it fast enough. Block dropper and we're out of here. Time for the final boss. Oh yeah, that's why. Not final boss yet, but I see the trick here. Easy. Now let's get out of here and fight Skullman, the true boss. Not exactly his weakness, but I can double hit him. Oh no, you don't. His other weakness is probably the shine. And it's over. This was a fun true arena. Simple but effective. It could cut down the number of V-tanks as an optional challenge though. It was pretty easy for the most part. Servers are kind of wonky today. Bobble Cross Mega Man by Haken with 72 plays and a score of 21. Normally I don't really cover these most popular queue levels as most of them aren't really that good. But so far we had decent luck. Bobble Easy Edition. Now imagine if you played Bobble and had this amount of health. Well, I guess you could have a lot of credits if you spent the quarters. Welp. Should have known that would happen once. It's always fun to wrap them up in the bubbles. It feels so satisfying. Especially with the version 1.5 update, which buffed the amount of damage you deal when an enemy's wrapped up and hit into another one. Pretty simple boss overall, and this was a stage that just existed. The reason why I got such a high score is because of its title, probably. And it's fun, but short, moment-to-moment gameplay, I guess. I'll do one more level, then I'll move on to Shaun's. Let's see, 11th up is Above the Gleam by Prince Kaijigo, with 55 plays and a score of 20. My apologies, I probably mispronounced your name. The last level I play on the stream is probably Shaun Williams, knowing their difficulty. But it could be something like Operation Cold Pursuit. Not sure what the titles were referring to, Above the Gleam. I guess they meant Above the Glittering Stars. Alright then. That looked a bit strange. Probably the left side was a shortcut. Nice to see you've given some bios there. And as to the personality. I wonder what happens if you fall to the left. Is it dead? Or is it an alternate pathway? Sheesh, ice physics and magnets. Pretty. Fun way to add a transition. Yeah, that was an alternate route. I knew it. Not sure why I got such a positive score, although I say the same for most levels that are on the most popular queue. It really feels like they get on top of the most popular queue due to their title, or because of the level designer. That was a bit of odd jumping on the right side. He seemed to got launched off of an invisible wall there. Let me see if there's any more interesting stages with interesting titles, then I'll cover Shaun Williams, as that's gonna be a long one. This stage just existed. That's my main problem with most of the levels here. Alright. Hydroponic Lab by AdhocLavaman. Alright. 12th up is Hydroponic Lab by AdhocLavaman with 60 plays and a score of 13. Don't worry, Shaun, I will cover your level after this one. This is looking to be a short one. I'm doing this as a breather from some of the difficult levels I've covered so far. Some of them were kind of brutal. Aesthetics are looking nice. The greenhouse. Once your level is done, Shaun, I will end off the stream. Feel free to join me for the ROM hack stream tomorrow. I'm hoping to cover Mega Man 4 randomized if I have time. Oh, this is some neat setups. I wish Buster was here though. He'd be able to comment on this more. He's one of the better level designers of the pack. Giving the boss's weakness right now. Is it the boss's weakness though? Oh, it is. Wait, this was actually the end of the level. This would be actually a nice midway point, but the stage just ends. I felt the stage is building up to something, but suddenly it just ended. It feels like half of a level. See, I like the aesthetics and where it was going with some of the gimmicks, like the teleporter, but no, it was just there for 1 or 2 screens. So, such a shame, I can't really give this a thumbs up. It feels incomplete, that's what I'm saying. It feels like the level designer ran out of time or something. So the 13th and final level of this episode is Flying High Medium Hard 1.5 Reboot by Shaun Williams, with 4 plays and a score of -1. I'll be posting this stream VOD tomorrow sometime, probably after I complete that stream, but we'll have to see. I may need to change the chat window size for that game, but we'll see. Oh, I remember the stage. I think. Yeah, I do. Right in place. Thank you, game. That's it, I'm rushing forwards. I didn't really see a checkpoint nearby, so I'm gonna have to play it cautiously. I can only take 2 hits from these yellow force beams. Or perhaps only 1 hit from the big eye. Okay, good. If I can always freeze them in place, I'm in good shape. And I have 2 Mega Busters to spare. 1 extra one, I mean. Plus I saved the Skull Barrier too. But where's the first checkpoint? Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. I played enough levels by Shaun Williams to know that. Playing it extremely safe here. Seriously? And let me kill off that Bakuna first. I'm playing extremely cautiously here because otherwise I know I'm gonna get randomly killed by something. But I made it without dying. I mean, I still maintain the Skull Barrier too. I'm supposed to regain it here, never mind. Okay, I need to destroy it first. That's not working. I made out the Firestorm, so it should be possible. Or watch as it deflects off of that. This is getting much harder. Exercise Woman was fun, a bit short. I just wish I had more. It stood out more is what I'm gonna say. Whoa, whoa, that was a close one. Missed the target. Bunch of special weapons. Tornado Man. I have a full use Shiki though to make my life a bit easier. Okay, it's the springs. Another Yoshiki, that was a bit frustrating, but it worked. Sorry if I can't respond to your ideas, Jedok and Lipatio and Galaxy Man. I'm busy paying attention to what's going on screen. And thanks for your advice, Shaun Williams. It's really helpful. The first section is the scariest part of the level due to the lack of checkpoints. Oh, of course that would happen. If they're not on screen at the correct time, this will keep happening. I need to sync it up with the fan. But the thing is, it doesn't want to cooperate with me. Just a moment. That's why I much prefer using a different enemy for this. Or if the AdhocLavaman could actually spawn in from off screen. I'm just doing that, it's much safer. Seems like it can't blow me when I'm on top of these fans. Sad we don't have any female Roadmasters in this engine yet. Splash Woman or Honey Woman would be nice starts, I believe. I should be back at full health. See ya, Jadok. Have a nice sleep. Make sure to join me for tomorrow's ROM hacking stream. Not ROM hacking, but covering ROM hacks. That baton and the flying shell combination. At least going past it is really fast. Let's go. Back up to full. This section feels new compared to what was before. Not much tolerance for failure there. Oh, how I wish I had the Mega Man 5 or 6 charge shot. Too soon. That's what I wanted to do. After playing a lot of Shaun Williams levels, they start to get a lot more manageable. You get the hang of all of his tricks and whatnot. and you learn a lot of intricacies of the engine, like how to lure these hotheads. Well, tackle fires, not hotheads. Probably need to point the other direction. Seems like they're content to always just go for me. Welcome to the stream, Power Kid. This is actually the last part of the stream I'm in. I'm gonna be ending off after this stage is over. So far with everything that's being announced, yep. Jet adapter section. Considering everything else I went through in this level, this section isn't that difficult. They mentioned it's going to be a smaller update, but it's still going to be fine. I don't mind smaller updates. Let's try it again. I'm trying to get hit by these not the worms, the blockies. That's proving to be a little bit tougher than what I thought. Favorite enemy, I'm not sure. It depends on the situation. I can tell you what my least favorite enemies are, but not so much what my favorite enemies are. Oh. Like, one of my least favorite enemies in the engine is the Picket Men. Mainly due to the random number of pickets they fire, as well as, well, they're firing arc. This was a racing section, but I keep repeating this statement, it wasn't as bad as I initially thought. And here I must defeat the boss. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought. Back down to nothing. Time to face off against Windman. Should have held left there, I guess. Or actually the spawning didn't work properly. Even if you don't use the pickups, this boss battle is pretty easy as he takes much more damage from the Buster. It felt like a breather end to the level. Alright, I'll count that as a win. Even though Mega Man died for a second there. The hardest part of the stage for me was the introductory part because there was a large section without checkpoints, and there were quite a few spots there where instant death was everywhere. My favorite enemy probably would be... I can't really pick it. It depends on the situation, though. But thank you, Shaun. So that'll be the 13th and final level covering the stream. Join me tomorrow for Mega Man 4 Voyage and Rockman 4 Randomized if I have enough time. I'm getting the hang of playing these ROM hacks and I'm quite enjoying the experience and how different they feel from fan games. And don't you worry, after I complete Mega Man 4 Randomized, I'll be moving on to another Mega Man fan game for a change. And I will be doing my first fan game on stream. Well then, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles, see you later.